Good morning. Welcome back to Nammy's Table. This morning I am going to be making me a quick breakfast of salmon patties or salmon cakes, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to give you a base recipe. What is a base recipe? A base recipe is for beginners, and after that you can do whatever you want to do with it, make it your own. That's how I grew up. You get the base, make it your own. So, alrighty now, because the sister is hungry, Nammy is hungry. Okay, I'm going to use 2 cans of salmon, but I'm just going to start out with one here. If you want to take your bones out, you can. If not, because they're all moistened anyway, you can just lift them on out like this here. It comes right off. It comes right off and right out. I usually leave the bone in, but I'm going to take it out for you all because it's all salmon. I mean, it's in the can. Lots of people take this off, take the skin off. If you want to, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just simply skin on salmon. You buy it in the store regular, but if you don't want the skin on your salmon, just take it off. Just take it off. Just a couple of scrapes and it comes right on off. No problem. Here's some more down here. For me, usually, I would leave that on and I'll leave my bone in because after you chop it all up, the bones get chopped up with it, and that's that. Just take your bone out and take off the skin if you don't want the skin on. Okay? So I'm taking the skin and the bones off of my second can. You can leave it on if you like. It's only skin. Nothing wrong with it, because if it was something wrong with it, it wouldn't be in the can with the salmon. It's just the skin on. And I'm going to take this bone out. Just take them out. They come right on out if you want to take them out. So all you have to do, let me take this bone out here. Oh, I took it out already. I want to get the skin off of it. Let's get this skin out of here. Again, you can leave it in if you're not, because it's only skin. I'm going to take it out just for the sake of the video. I don't want anybody going, ew, ew, she didn't take the black stuff off. So this salmon, I'm going to add 1 beaten egg. I'm sorry, 2 beaten eggs. You can use 1 if you want to. I have minced garlic already minced because I don't have a fresh one. I'm going to do a pinch of garlic. Now, you know we can use more than a pinch of garlic because garlic goes on everything. Wash my hands. Okay. A little bit of pepper. I like this pepper the best. It really has a nice taste to it. I think I used it all almost. Okay. Now what I'm not going to do here, I'm not going to put a lot of salt in here because it's already salty. Yeah, it's me. It's already salty. I have breadcrumbs here. Another reason I'm not going to put extra salt in it, because I'm using seasoned breadcrumbs. I like these breadcrumbs. I like the way they taste in my salmon. You can use anything you like, plain breadcrumbs, and no breadcrumbs or saltine crackers, whatever you like. Started with a 1/4 cup of the breadcrumbs. Depends on how wet or how dry you want your salmon patties. I have here, I'm gonna say, between all these colors mixed up, this is 1 1/2 bell pepper and half of an onion. Now, you can saute this if you want to before you add it into your salmon mix, because if you saute it a little bit now, it softens it up. So when it gets done, it won't be as crunchy, your vegetables in there, but they won't be crunchy anyway. I think when you saute them, it tastes good because you saute them in butter and stuff like that, but it takes some of the taste out to me. So, and back in the day, our parents never saute any vegetables and put inside our patties. They certainly did not. They did not do that. This is a base recipe. So you can add more breadcrumb or more salmon juice in here if you want to, if it's too dry for you. It's all depending on what you like, your taste, and what you like. I'm going to put a little more breadcrumbs in here because I like them. You don't have to do that. Got a handful. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. But the ingredients is just a base recipe. So that's what I'm interested in for myself today. And the base recipe is your beginning. Because when I know I put for my cupcakes, I was going to put a base recipe on there. And that's just an easy recipe to start from. And then from there, you make it your own. That's what you do. That's how I learned to cook. I'm going to put a little bit of more salmon juice in here. You don't want an extra wetty mix. You don't want an extra wet mix. And you don't want to mix this too dry either. So after you have your mix however you want it, a little dry, a little bit moist, however you want it, just make sure when you make your ball, you make your patty, it sticks together. It doesn't fall all over the place. It sticks together like so. I'm going to do a couple of these. I'm going to go on over to that little stove of mine. You want to just form together. It shouldn't be falling apart on the edges or dripping water or anything like that. You eyeball your breadcrumbs. You can start off, if you're using 2 cans, you can start off with a cup of breadcrumbs or a quarter cup, a third cup. And you eyeball things. And you do it with your eyes and with your hands. Okay? So that's one. And here are our little salmon patties. Salmon, however you say it. I say salmon. And we're going to fry them on medium heat. Okay, we have begun to cook our salmon patties. Before I do my put them in the pan, I like to put just a little bit of flour on them. It's not seasoned flour, it's just some flour. It's like a crunchy something on it or something like that. I like that. You don't have to do that. If you've ever cooked scrapple, I like to put a little flour on my scrapple as well. So. It doesn't take long to cook salmon patties at all. My oven's kind of lopsided. Wait for a minute to dry my hands. We're going to let these cook for a few minutes, then we're going to turn them over. It's a nice pretty brown. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? I put these into these two in ahead of time of the other ones. Isn't that nice looking? Isn't that pretty? It's cooked hard. Not hard and dry to the inside, but that's why I put a bit of flour on the outside because I like my patties that way. You can do yours lighter if you like. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Anything you want. It's a base recipe. When you learn how to do your ingredients and everything, you can put anything from Old Bay to Worcestershire sauce. All types of things you can do with a salmon patty. Just like macaroni and cheese, there's all kinds of ways to make the bomb salmon patty. There's all types of ways to make the bomb macaroni and cheese. We'll finish these up, and we'll be back. taking them out of the heat, you just put them on something to drain. You can use paper towels or just a baker's rack, anything you like. And I like mine cooked this way. You can make them lighter or even darker than this. If you make salmon patties, you know what I'm talking about. But if you are a beginner, this base recipe is for you. And you can start off any way you like. Just make sure your food is cooked all the way through. Okay? Okay. Breakfast is served. Nice thick grits. Creamy. These are delicious. Not too salty, just right, because I didn't add the extra salt because I was using the seasoned Italian breadcrumbs. They're crispy on the outside and delicious on the inside. Again, enjoy yourself. This is what's on Nammy's table this Sunday morning.